All right, so this is the Courts of the Lords of the Expanse 8, The Fate of Fondor. So let's start off with a recap, and I think this is going to be especially important because I wasn't able to upload the video for last time. So, does anybody want to recap what their character was doing and thinking from the last session?
Into what their character was thinking.
Or do the last mission from your character's point of view.
So, we show up to this whole grand thing where they're talking. We don't really expect much. They've never agreed on anything before, but it's more a formality than anything else. The free worlds want them to join them. They want to be more, a powerful entity on their own. And then magically, Zuda Zorbo, already hot on his streak from playing Sabak, comes on in and just further embarrasses Rem by managing a diplomatic solution. Like, just in all aspects, apparently, Zuda is more a what's the expanse called? She
The
looks
Tapani?
over. What do you guys call this place? But more a Tapani nobleman than Rem.
Oh, I don't know about that. It's more like I fell into a trap.
And magically, they come to an agreement, and it's not quite, the shipyard lord dude. He doesn't seem super happy with it. And then, hero upon heroes, Octavian Grant comes out onto the stage and fully exposes that, Alard Perdue and everybody on Fondor, pretty terrible people, as it turns out, most likely, been building up their own fleet, trying to make a Star Destroyer, and we're not meeting the requirements of the New Republic whatsoever. And upon that exposure, this shipyard master commands a tractor beam to rip our building off the planet. But obviously, everything's well in hand, as Octavian Grant, fully composed, not too worried about it, just says, "Look, I'll let him implode on himself." And then, Zuda went to figure out what the heck's going on, see if there was a bomb. Finds, well, I don't quite know yet. They hadn't reported back when I got sick and tired of waiting, and so I pulled out my new lightsaber hilt and I turned it on at one of the Fondorian shipyard reps, and things got started to get a little bit heated, but I figure they deserve it.
And this was a lightsaber whip, or was a
Yeah,
lightsaber with
it's a light whip.
performance anxiety?
Guess you'll find out.
That's right. You didn't know if it was a whip or not. That's right. You were almost terrified. You were gonna. This reads. I remember this now.
Definitely could have killed him.
Yeah, maybe
You definitely could have killed him.
Maybe you've been overwatering your lightsaber. Just
I was willing to roll the dice on it,
Lightsaber.
figuratively.
okay. So, so that was Katira's point of view. Who else wants to share their character's point of view?
Shimmy can go. Oh no, please go ahead, Zuda Zorba.
I thought things were going smoothly. I was sniffed around in the dockyard's records. I found evidence of wrongdoing, and I thought we had him on the ropes. And then this guy comes in and just basically does a coup on the whole sector, which I thought was surprising and bad. And I felt like I had been played here. We'd been sent in to stir up shit so this guy could take out one of his enemies, but they just happened to also be our enemies, so I don't know how I feel about that. And then these shipyard guides, in a panic, activated a tractor beam from orbit and picked up the whole ass building. Just like the whole ass building. And then on top of picking us up with a tractor beam, he said he had a bomb. He planted a bomb in the power room, which I thought was immediately suspicious because when you go to a diplomatic meeting, what's the first thing you do? You plant a bomb in the power room? No, you don't. Especially a building that you are going to be in, and you're going to a diplomatic meeting where you don't expect any results to happen or anything exciting. Oh, sure, some outsider might point some fingers at, wave his fingers at you, and be like, "Where's our Republic ships?" But no, you don't plant a bomb for that. So anyway, I went down there and I made sure that there wasn't a bomb. So I'm pretty sure that guy's full of shit. And I'm riding the elevator back up, and I'm sure I told Katira to handle things and keep it under control. I'm here, and I'm sure she would not betray my trust a second time.
First time.
The first time was when you blew me the fuck up with the thermal detonator. Did you forget?
That was last week, for God's sake.
I know.
Good times. So Jawa of the Jimmy, he decided to be a med for today. Noticing all these people unconscious, injured, he decided, you know what? Our other Wookiees MIA for that moment, so better go help these diplomats out just for good measure and for tips. So Joe and Jimmy started reviving all the people who were injured from the detachment of the building as it was being pulled up by our tractor beam. Various characters were injured. In particular, Wilbur over here. Well, I must admit, Joe and Jimmy's not too familiar with whale biology, and couldn't exactly resuscitate this poor fellow as well as he could the others. So this poor gentleman here, or creature of the sea, didn't quite get well revived as much as he hoped. All the other fine characters, the lady robot, the other ball diplomat, this gentleman here, and this furry friend who, good old Katira.
And the rest.
The rest. But my favorite was, I'm so loud about this, the fact that in the middle of me resuscitating this character, of course, Katira had sticky fingers and decided, you know what? This guy's loaded with stuff. I should go pickpocket from this guy. Meanwhile, I'm trying to resuscitate this fool back to life. And what did Katira find? Well, it was a blaster in a wine box. Of course, that's where you store your blaster in a diplomat area. It's hidden in the wine box. Where else would I store it? And other than that, Jimmy's like, what the hell's going on with everything? I'm kind of out of place. Why are we in a tractor beam? What's going on? All right, there's a bomb here? Not again. And that's what Jimmy remembers.
I love it. You also, I didn't mention this, but you got a force point for going around and healing people. Even though
I did not know that's great.
You don't really believe in the force.
That's all the better. I feel good about something. That's odd. Moving on.
Cool. Rim or Bota? Or if not, no worries.
I think Rem is going to sit this one out.
As far as I remember, I went up to the executive suites thinking there would be something to do with the fact that the threat was to continue to go towards these escape pods. So I figured there must be something rigged to them after being threatened with a bomb in the basement. Figured might as well go check the escape pods too to see if they were legit or not. Pretty much nothing going on up there. It's pretty quiet. Not a single person except for myself. And then decided to jettison an escape pod just to make sure that they were safe. And I was going to head back down to the basement to see if I could provide backup for anybody else, but seems like things were handled pretty well.
Cool. But you ended up back on the main area with everyone at the end, right? Because I remember you
Yep.
talking to Grant aside. Okay, cool. All right. So things have gotten heated at this diplomatic gala. A lot of different things going on all at once. But as those things are happening and continue to happen, more things happen. A couple of people, alarms start going off, like on their person. So there's like a beeping that starts emerging from Alard, who got tackled or was sort of judo flipped around on the ground. There's like a beeping noise like coming in, some sort of like some comm signal or something coming in, and then something coming in for Grant also has like a weird beeping coming in. Allard says, "Oh no," and then and then the planetary leader says, "What is it?" Grant interjects, "It's as I suspected. The former owner of the Eclipse has come to reclaim his property." Somewhere in the distance, you hear some explosions. Somewhere very far away, you hear explosions. Does anybody here, just in the game, want to take a guess at who you think the former owner is, or that they're referring to?
Well,
Uh.
the, of the ship that Alard's got, that's Tiber's on, right?
Yep. All right, so Grant says, "We'll need to mount a defense." Allard immediately jumps up and says, "I'll scramble our fighters. I'll I'll call the best of our defense fleet." Grant says, "You misunderstand. By we, I mean I need to mount a defense, and you will refer to me." The leader immediately interjects and says, "This is preposterous. Fondorians will defend Fondor," while Grant responds, "It's not Fondor that's under attack. And your commander, the master of your shipyards, is a traitor." So at this point, Grant turns and says, "As a former Grand Admiral, I have the best tactical knowledge." And referring to the previously declared articles, I can be in charge of this entire operation. And under the circumstances, I should be. And so he looks to all of you and says, "As representatives of the New Republic, who will you support?" And the planetary leader says, if he takes control, it could be years before Fondor regains true independence. So at this point, you have to choose between backing the Fondorians, which includes Allard, or backing Grant. Because somebody is coming for the Eclipse. That is not the Tapani, and it's not the Fondorians. So this is the branching tree. This is the part where you can't save and go back. As I've been playing a lot of Baldur's Gate 3.
Honor mode.
But here's the thing. It's not you. It's what do you think your character would do?
My character doesn't like Grant. He's too much. He reminds me too much of the sleazy people my my dad used to hang out with, or Zuda's dad.
All right, so let's do this. I'm going to. Let's do this. Okay, on the
You
left.
can't possibly be supporting the traitor. He's literally building a ship and not doing what he told the New Republic he'd do. He's literally building a fleet to establish himself separate from the New Republic. While this man came in, exposed him, and offers defense, and you're going to support that pile on the ground.
Okay. All right, so I'm putting everyone up here, and you could choose who you want to support. Yeah, do you all see that?
The people of
Yeah.
Fondor will cease to exist unless you defend the planet now. We can reestablish things in years if that's what it takes, but I don't think that's what it will take. But they're all going to be ruled under a criminal empire that man supported. If we don't stop Tiberzon now.
Oh, he's. Sorry, I thought the choice was between the actual government or, yeah, the.
So the choice is, who are you going to support, and then the person you support will lead the defense of Fondor against Tiberzon. But it's a defense of, well, I didn't quite describe this very well, but it's more of a defense of the Eclipse. But Fondor, it's like right in their shipyards. It's orbiting their planet. And the Fondorians and Grant, both of them don't want to give up the Eclipse. So, I mean, and nobody would want Zon to get the Eclipse. That would be a menace for the entire galaxy.
Did Zuda Zorbo find a bomb in the basement?
No, I didn't.
No, he was lying. My favorite part was you go down there, check see if there's a bomb, don't check anything else. You're like, I'm out. This idiot.
So this guy's not very trustworthy already.
Well, I mean,
He's not
lying about
trustworthy,
putting
and he
bombs in the
already
buildings.
sent. You can see what kind of an offense he sent when I already shot several of his ships out of the sky when I arrived on the planet, and he sent them to kill me for nothing.
Well, to be fair, that was the senator who.
No. We don't know that.
Oh. Well, I think you do. Rim does.
Oh yeah, we did. Rem, somebody basically heard that it was probably the senator. Yeah.
Yeah, it was me.
All to ingratiate themselves with us because they'd look like our heroes when they let us out of jail.
I'm back in Grant. Should be interesting to see a Grand Admiral back in his prime again.
I'm also backing Grant. House Massetti style.
If I'm being honest, I just want more money. Jen was like, he's paying the past. He'll keep paying, right? Yeah, this reads.
Okay, so it's just Zuda Zorbo. Are you gonna go with the group, or are you gonna?
Fine. I'll support this turn.
Okay.
I mean, you don't have to.
You could abstain, I guess.
Yeah. Neutral.
What?
I want Tiberzon to win.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! That wasn't an option. It is now.
That would have actually been a crazy reveal if someone's like, I've actually been working for Timers On for the last, 5 years.
Sparky. It all makes sense.
All right. So as you back Grant, he says, okay, now that that's settled, I can prepare proper defense of this planet and the Eclipse itself. So, okay. So, effectively, what's going to happen now? Now that you've chosen Grant, there's some crestfallen faces in the Fondorian camp. Grant demands the command codes to the Fondorian defenses. Alard reluctantly agrees. So enroll a d6. Keep this as random. 4, okay. Alard tries to cajole he gives planetary defense codes to Grant, but is saying, is sort of mumbling something about potentially getting immunity, while Grant says, yeah, you might not want that from the New Republic. What is going to happen now? Even though, so this thing's in the tractor beam, now that Grant has control over this, he can call the rescue ships. They can come take you guys all off. And Grant would like everyone to come with him onto his command ship, which is the Illuminator. You can go other places or do other things. Like Luke, or Bota, if you said, hey, I want to take my ship and participate in a space battle, you could. Or you could just go with Grant, who has invited you all to come along with him.
Hold on, let's go for a ride. I've been known to lose a ship or two when I don't command them myself, so I think I better go back.
Okay, so you don't have to. So here's the thing: you don't have to bring your ship into battle, and or you don't have to be on the ship, because you're not the captain of the ship. Like you command the ship, but the person who actually captains
I'm the captain now.
Not that joke again.
Look at me. Look at me. I'm the captain now.
It's been a good 6 months since we made that joke, so I'm glad you brought it back. But you can tell your captain what you want them to do without physically separating yourself from the group.
All right, that's fair. Yeah, I think I just want to make sure that it's in a place where it's not going to get picked off by Tiberzon, because knowing Tiberzon, if he found out that my ship was somewhere around, I'm sure he would make a specific point to come and screw with it.
I feel like we've made Tiberzon so far be like a Looney Tunes villain who just kind of annoys us. Like, if Tiberzon had a catchphrase right now, it'd be like, I'm a bad little boy, who would be... Because all he does is kind of mess with us a little bit, where it's just annoyances without actually hurting us. But you're right.
He's just kind of a menace.
Yeah. I mean, he actively looks for ways to mess with people he doesn't like. What do you want to tell your captain? Rob, the Stu named his captain, so Captain Dasheva.
Nice.
Yeah. What do you want to? Would you like to tell him to go or to do?
I don't even remember if we even got a place to like really birth the ship. So is it still just in orbit? I thought we just took a shuttle down.
Yeah, I think you're still in orbit somewhere. Roll a d6. Roll a d10. And we'll.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the way it ended last time.
You just don't want to get
Because-
a 1.
Just don't want to get a 1.
Yeah. So roll a d10. Try not to get a 1. Because if it's a 1, okay, so say if it's a 1, it just all happens around your ship. Which would. Okay, so this is 7. No, it's happening on the other side of the planet.
I'm gonna just tell the captain to keep the ship ready on the other side of the planet. Keep it in orbit, but don't engage.
Okay. All right, so this is kind of what you're seeing right now. This is not necessarily to scale, and there's a lot of things. Yeah, this is kind of an idea of what you're seeing. So the Illuminator, it's this Onager class Star Destroyer that Grant got from Dala's fleet. This was the ship that can fire it's been modified from shooting like a giant, almost super laser, has been modified to shoot a giant ion cannon. And so
Clarify, this is not bigger than the planet that it's next to.
It's a matter of perspective. Fondor has been shrinking. Okay, and so behind, you guys shuttle up to the Illuminator. You notice that a lot of things about the ship. So the ship is like, I guess as you leave the planet and you shuttle up to the ship, you see that there used to be like, you know how Thrawn's ship, the Chimera, now has like these designs on it? This ship also had some sort of design of some sort of monster that looks like it's like was partially painted over. Like Grant was servicing this ship, or the ship was under the service of Grant, and he was starting to make changes but ran out of time. So you could see like part of the ship, like there was some sort of symbol on the underneath that he was painting over, because that's what Dala's ship had. Inside, you can see that like a lot of the gray has been replaced with just stark white everywhere. And as you're flying, shuttling up to the ship, you see a bunch of TIE fighters that ostensibly you would imagine were originally on the ship when Grant took it. Although the TIE fighters themselves are painted bright white and have the House Massetti sigil on them, and their lasers are the neon green of House Massetti. Coming into
So you don't lose them in space.
Yeah, it's more about branding than being sneaky in space. As you can see, the neon green of House Massetti on their other starfighters are that neon green. And
These will be the first ones to be picked off.
Yeah, those are. They didn't even bother to train those pilots. They're gonna get blown out of the sky anyway. And you see these Tapani Corvettes with House Massetti behind the ship, backing them up. On Fondor's side, they have a Imperial class Star Destroyer, a couple of like old school Nebulan B frigates that still have all the like Imperial coverings, and some Carrot class fighters, along with all those droid fighters that you saw earlier. These things over here, these are those torpedo spheres. Do you all remember the torpedo spheres?
Kind of when we first came in.
Yeah, they're like orbital stations that can shoot like giant lasers.
Not torpedoes, so the name is just a cover.
Yeah, it'll trick you. Whereas there are a number of ships flying in from Zan's fleet, Kildebi, Crusader, and can't remember the third one class, but Mandator class, something like that, are flying in as the three different types of ships, and their starfighters are Skix and Star Vipers. It looks like they're in sort of a formation where, well, I guess Grant's probably describing this. He's probably so you guys get on the Illuminator, you go straight to the bridge, and he starts barking commands, and he's transferring all the fleet commands to his ship itself. And he points out that it looks like they're sort of forming a sort of protective circle around one of the ships, and they're moving towards the Eclipse. So let's go ahead. I'm going to do a couple of rolls to sort of see how the battle goes on my side. Let's see here. If there's anything you'd like to say or ask Grant, feel free. But at this moment, I would say you all are on the bridge of the Illuminator, and that at this time, Grant is commanding the entirety of the combined Fondor and Tapani forces.
Oh, really is a shame I couldn't get the Wookiee punch out in this.
I don't know. I think most of your ships would be obliterated.
Oh yeah, no, I just want to say it so that it, I've got the commitment in there.
Saving face in front of Grant.
As I'm writing up, I'm trying to calculate how, if I could clandestinely plant a bomb on the command deck, and if I could sneakily come up with an excuse to have us all leave, and then Grant would heroically die in battle defending Fondor. But I don't know if I would be able to pull it off.
I do like everyone's fantasy here. It's like Katira's like, yep. And Zuda is like, okay, I fantasize about blowing everybody up, blowing Grant up.
I don't know how Rem feels about blowing Grant up. I probably have to think about that a little bit.
Oh, these are Zuda's private blowy uppy thoughts. You're not privy to them exactly.
Oh, okay.
Considering that you all voted for him, I'm hesitant to share the plan. But also, if I did share the plan, how would I be able to talk you all into going along with it? Which probably not. I'm also not super cool with. I'm trying to weigh how much I hate Grant versus how much I like you guys, which liking you guys is winning out at the moment. So.
And you want to get stabbed in the back, I definitely do it if you try to kill Grant.
Oh, you're lower on the totem pole there, Katira. Like if I could get Bota and Jawa Jimmy and maybe Rem off the deck, and it's just you and Grant, yeah, he'd probably pull the trigger. Acceptable losses.
That's
What
fair.
goes around comes around.
I like these odds. Zuda Zorbo's thinking out loud. Wait, was that my inner thought escaping? That's supposed to be my inside voice. Uh-oh.
I'm like, yeah, probably be okay with losing Katira. And Katira's like, what? Oh, nothing. Don't want to lose you.
Yeah, that would really be bad. Yeah, that would be real bad. Real shame.
Wow. Okay. Here are a couple things happen. This is a massacre up here. Oh, where'd it go? Do you see all those ones? Yeah, here it is.
Oh
You
yeah.
see that?
3
Yeah.
1 1 1 1 1 1 2 1.
Yeah. Okay. So this is. I'm doing the quick starship rules on my side, so it's taking. Even though it's the quick rules, this is a ton of ships, so this is pretty hard. And okay, so almost all the Skix destroyed. There is Grant's Massetti TIE fighters that he has over here. Crews rolled in, destroyed all the Skix. Well, a good chunk of the squadrons. Zahn's flagship itself has taken heavy damage. So I will just put that there. And then a number of his support ships have also taken heavy damage. Although his Star Vipers, that squadron, has been phenomenal, and they've started taking apart the droid fighters. Although the bulk, these aggressor class, that's what these are. These are all in really good shape, and those are pretty strong ships in themselves. These other ones were poorly. I just deleted some of the Skix. I'll delete some of these droid fighters. So they're in pretty bad shape. Whoop. That would be an interesting turn of events.
That thing just went to light speed real quick.
And I'm having a hard time. Let's go to back. There we go.
I don't understand why anybody would ever fight and not just like jump to light speed all the time.
Because you have to go to the hyperspace lanes, right? Isn't that how they describe it? Like that's
Not
why...
me. I would just go boom. I'm out. I just hit it for like a second and then turn it off.
You do micro jumping.
Yeah. I mean, if it was the difference between saving a ship or having it collapse and explode, I would just punch it. Let's go quick. Just micro jump.
But but plotting astrogation is not like farming crops.
Just in crops, boy.
Yeah, that's it. Okay.
I'm gonna tell Grant. I'm not worried about Fondor here, but if you fail, the New Republic is definitely gonna be a heavy suffer heavy casualties here.
Grant says,
Good thing that's not a concern.
yeah, it says, I don't appreciate your lack of confidence, but you're looking at my moment of victory. I guess you could call this my big comeback.
Don't call it a comeback.
I was just on a island pleasure planet for a decade.
Oh man, what's the rest of the lyrics of that song?
Don't call it a comeback. I never left. Hmm. Wait, isn't it just?
Don't call it come back. I've been here for years.
Yeah, that's it. This was just "Mama Said Knock You Out," right? That was the song by LL Cool
Yeah.
J? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so first round, Zahn suffered heavy losses. This is also a pretty sizable fleet. So at one point in the galaxy, Zahn did have a pretty good you know, pirate fleet, mercenary fleet. I mean, nobody here quite knows. I mean, between the group here, you all don't know exactly how many ships he has under his command. But for a private criminal consortium group here, this is pretty big showing to be bringing all these out. Sort of the one ship that's been in the middle starts firing a whole bunch of. They kind of look like torpedoes, but Grant recognizes them as. Let me pull it up. They look like this, but they're a lot smaller. He says,
Ooh.
droch-class boarding ships. He asks the comm officer to scan for life signs, but the comm officer says no life signs aboard.
Droids.
If you say as you say that out loud, he turns and looks and says, "That was my thought. I was going to ask you all how familiar you are with Zahn's tactics. Would he send droids in?" I'll take that silence as a yes.
I've never met him, but seems like a pretty skiff bastard. He probably would.
All right. Let's see here. Let me roll. Okay. Okay. So he starts focusing his fire on and commanding the ships to destroy the boarding boarding ships. Okay, 16, 10, 17. Okay. Conveniently, that means one ship skips past and hits the Eclipse. Grant turns around and says, "Think you can deal with an unwanted passenger aboard the Eclipse?"
Oh, they start boarding? Was it,
Yeah.
was it a troop transport? Oh.
Yeah, it was a what is the actual name? I've never heard of it, but I had to look it up. Droch-class boarding ship. So what it do?
It latches into the ship with those little spear things, and then it cuts a hole into the hull and blasts it out so that they can board.
Does it have people? It has people in it, right? Like ready to board?
Well, he said there was no life signs aboard, so they think there's probably droids. or something else.
Remember that time that guy didn't shoot the escape pod because it didn't have life signs in it?
Yep.
It
Well-
caused the downfall of the whole empire.
In this case, they shot down 17. They shot down 16 of the 17 ones. This was the only one that got through.
Nice.
What was that Adult Swim or Robot Chicken joke where it's like, what are we like on blaster rations?
Yeah.
Okay, so Grand saying, will you guys take care of it?
Rem is ready.
Yeah, better than
Happily.
sitting around here.
Ooh, but Rem says anything for you, Octavian, in a very snide sort of way.
Been waiting for this.
Just gives
Standing
you
up here watching everybody else
If
shoot
Zuda
stuff
could
and boring.
frown, he'd be frowning at you.
Do you? It would be great if Zuda just like said his facial expressions. Frowns.
Zuda frowns.
But when you say it like that, it sounds like Congo. Remember when they had the talking gorilla? Zuda frowns. Zuda's scared of Silver Gorilla.
Starting to sound like Zuck.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's or at least that's how they the game talk in the old EU. Okay, so everyone's on board, I guess. So,
Yep.
All right, let's
Yep.
progress the story. All right, so he could provide you with transport, and he could provide you with cover to get there. It's an Imperial shuttle. Who wants to pilot it, and who wants to be the navigator? The pilot will fly the ship, and the navigator, if needed to, will work the shields. So who has space transports and who has starship shields?
I
I have space transports.
One question. We were at the Scala thing where we couldn't have weapons. What we got now?
You can ask for weapon. Well, I guess if he's asking you to do this, he'll let
You gave me a blaster.
He'll let you take whatever you want out of the what do you call it? The armory before you go. But you guys were at a diplomatic gala, so you're not wearing. Well, unfortunately, I guess you're not wearing your armor unless you could hide it under your clothes. And you don't have your weapons.
Jawa Jamie still got that sweet tuck with armor, so I think he still has that thing rocking.
What was the armor?
Jawa Jamie, the tuxedo, the only classy one of the bunch.
Yes.
Zuda comes out of the armory covered with bandoliers and heavy pouches filled with explosives, and like one rifle in each hand, and two more strapped to his back, and like pistols hanging off everywhere. I was like, all right, you guys ready?
All right, so I'm putting 6 times. Do you want blast rifles? Heavy blaster pistol is your weapon.
Yeah.
choice.
Heavy blaster pistols.
Okay, so you have 6 heavy blaster pistols.
He's over encumbered.
You're gonna walk real slow. Everyone's gonna. Okay, so you have 6 heavy blasters. What else do you take?
Grenades. All right, if they have repeating blaster rifle, I'll take one of those.
Like the giant one that you have to have a battery pack for?
Sure,
say
I'm
yes.
sure my strength can hold it.
You do have missile weapons as a.
Oh, I do. I needed to bring some rocket launchers too.
Oh, he's carrying a fusion
Grenade
generator
launchers.
and a rifle.
I just picture Zuda Zorbo like Rambo, just like shirtless and just having all his weapons strapped to his back.
I've never seen a Rodian as fit as this.
Zuda smirks.
Someone get this guy a bandana.
Just pushed him too far. I told you I didn't want to go. I didn't want to be a diplomat.
Diplomat, schmiplomat.
Time to bring peace to this galaxy.
One death at a time. That's my Sylvester Stallone. Okay. So in terms of missile weapons, trying to.
Nothing is over.
I am the law.
That was such a good movie. It was so bad. It was so good.
You know, it kind of was. Like, I really want to rewatch it.
Yeah.
There's several, like, I don't know. I've been thinking about. It's something I've been like
Demolition Man.
Yeah, rewatching.
Judge Dredd, Demolition Man. Like some of them were just like, who came up with these? These are great and terrible.
Dude, Demolition Man was great. That was a good movie.
The three shells.
Oh yeah.
Taco Bell's everywhere.
Taco Bell's everywhere. That's actually what I remember.
And Taco Bell was a fancy restaurant. You remember that?
Yes.
Okay,
Oh, man.
so I'm gonna give you 6 heavy blasters, as many grenades as you want. You have a giant bandolier of grenades, and while they don't have a repeating blaster, they do have a GP9 missile launcher that you can
Excellent.
take, and I'm gonna send you the stats now so you have them.
Excellent.
Okay, who wants to grab some stuff next before taking off?
It looks like most blaster rifles are like even stormtrooper ones are like a 5D +2. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Would they have any vibro blades, I guess?
Yep, they have vibro blades.
And do they have anything? I don't have to worry about anything that I can throw. I can shoot them with things. And I don't know. Is there any armor protective equipment that's other than stormtrooper armor? I don't like the color.
It's honestly basic blast vest stuff, but which is better than nothing.
Yeah, let me see. What kind of protection a basic blast vest gives you?
It's literally like 1D physical plus 1D to energy.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, just as long as it's not gonna inhibit my dexterity, I suppose.
The stormtrooper armor will, but the blast armor won't. Rob, I'll assume you want a blast vest as well.
Yeah.
Unless you say you want stormtrooper uniform.
No, I'll take the blast vest. Stormtrooper armor isn't. You can't carry it, and all the weapons too.
Yep.
All the weapons.
All right, so Katira, you're taking a vibro blade, and what else?
A blaster rifle, and I wonder, do they have any thermal detonators? And I look over them, and then I look at Zuda, and I shamedly hang my head.
And
Zuda frowns.
From the corner of your I guess from the corner of the armor you hear, "Come on, just take us. You know you want to blow things up."
I really do.
Oh, we were talking to Zuda. Hey, this is
He's a
my
good listener.
fantasy. Why were the grenades talking to Zuda in my fantasy? No, there's no thermal detonators, but there's grenades.
We made sure to take them off the ship prior to you joining.
I honestly
I don't-
think that they would just not allow thermal detonators on most
Yeah.
starships, right?
Maybe you know what? I'll take some rope, and they got a jetpack. No jetpacks. All right, I'm good. Just some rope, a blaster rifle, and some vibroblade.
Gonna take some hostages?
You never know, Jimmy. You never know. You know what? I'll grab some binders too.
Okay,
This
so
might-
vibroblade,
this
blast
is
rifle,
for
rope,
after the fight.
binders.
For after the fight?
Do they have
Oh
anything
my.
in the way of heavy blasters?
Yep, they got tons of them.
I'll take one.
Do you also want a blast vest? Or do you want to wear stormtrooper armor?
I think Rem's gonna go with what he's got, man.
Well, you're wearing fancy, nice clothes. Because you're at the gala.
I don't
Yes,
want to
but-
put something on top of it though. I have fancy,
Okay.
nice clothes on. I don't wrinkle in it.
This is apparently a 6-tube launcher, so nice.
Oh yeah. How much? Actually, I should look at that.
It looks like Deep Rock Galactic. Yep, it is Deep Rock Galactic.
You know what? I don't even. The blast vest doesn't even do anything because Katira paid to have that synthweave dress made, so she'll just keep the dress. You know,
Okay.
why not? It's plus 1D plus 1D, so it's the same either way. But you know, when I see Rem, I'm like, he's got a point. I look absolutely cracker in this.
Perfect.
I like how Jawa Jimmy's suit is equally as nice. He's like, I'm good.
I like that somebody's gonna barge into a ship to a whole bunch of people in fancy clothes shooting at them.
Chow Jimmy, what do you want to take?
Jawa Jimmy is gonna refill all his med packs that he ended up using. So he's gonna get his resupply and stuff some inside of Sparky as well.
Well, no Sparky though.
Oh, right. Sparky's still out of commission. He's still doing his thing. That's right.
Mhm. He's rebooting.
But he's still rebooting. In that case, I'll bring what I can carry. I guess I'll be the medic of the crew this time. Because I'll have a med backpack. I'll carry a heavy blaster, and probably I'll carry some stun grenades as well. So any kind of stun grenades. How is my strength though? Let's see. Why is this being not that great? What is my strength? It's 2 for throwing. Ooh, maybe not that.
Maybe you're very accurate.
A
You can
Jawa
only
Jim
throw
is going
10
to take some
feet, but you
smoke
can throw
grenades.
it right where you need it to be.
Jawa Jim is going to take some smoke grenades, so we can cover a scene and run away. He's a lover, not a fighter. So Jawa Jimmy will take his heavy blaster pistol, med packs, as much as a backpack can fit with, like 4 or 5, whatever's allowed to have on first aid, and 2 smoke grenades. Yeah, he can fit 2 smoke grenades.
Okay.
He'll carry his lightsaber that constantly tells him to do things that he ignores, and
I feel
Because
like
I'm assuming there's no-
eventually you'll kill the soul of that lightsaber.
yeah, it's just gonna be so disappointed. Katira can hear it screaming and like, just let me go. Someone else, just take me. And Jawa Jim was just like ignoring it the entire time. But anywho, I think that's it. I don't think he carried anything else with him. Yeah, I think that would be it. I don't because he wouldn't have his access to his whatchamacallit, his energy weapon. Sorry, his
So I have,
Gosh, yeah, we
I
need
have
weapon
med
weapon here.
packs, stun grenades, heavy blaster, smoke grenades, and your lightsaber, right? And your fancy
Yep.
suit armor. Cool. All right.
Yep.
Bota.
I think the only thing I need is a heavy blaster.
Is that okay? Is that all you want? You don't even have armor. Do you want to take a blast vest?
Yeah, I guess I'll put that on too.
I guess you also have. They probably. I mean, you could have that energy shield because it's just like a little thing that you have on your wrist. So you could
Yeah,
probably
I
have
guess
that
that's
as
true.
well.
I don't have any of my. Do I have any of my wrist weapons though? Or like my armor weapons? No, probably not, because I'm
No.
not wearing armor, huh?
Yeah, I think because I think your wrist weapons are normally powered by your armor, but the energy shield was separate, and that was like a little thing that you would attach and activate on yourself. So
Yeah, I'll bring that.
okay, so heavy blaster. You're
Heavy
also
blaster, blast vest.
yep.
All right, that works.
Cool. All right, so I think we're all set. Okay.
Did we have to load into like a small transport ship now?
Yep.
The space transport?
Yep. It's funny because as you guys walk through the bridge, it feels very weird because Grant has imposed a sort of pseudo imperial motif here, except you can see that like he was changing like the armor and colors to other things, like have the Massetti logo and but things weren't quite finished before he took off. But it does sort of feel like you are being like as you walk down to the shuttle, like you have lines of people dressed in almost stormtrooper uniforms kind of saluting you as you walk through the hangar bay in a very weird. I think almost all of you would consider this like a very weird feeling to be on the bridge of or the hangar bay of a Star Destroyer, getting in an Imperial shuttle, and having like an honor guard of what looks almost like Imperial troops sort of saluting you as you're about to go on your mission.
Not gonna lie, I could get used to this.
It reminds you a little bit of when you led Sand Squadron.
That was a good time.
Yeah, Rem just wants to remind Katira that he's part of House Massetti and this could be her life. She forgives some debts.
You just flashing up the House Massetti like hand signal,
Like,
like aside. But I think most like for Rem, most people would know who you are here.
Nice.
So you don't have. I mean, you don't have to do too much reminding.
Nice. Okay.
All right. So I think Bota volunteered to pilot the.
Oh,
ship.
I'll take the shield since I spent those character points.
Sweet. Okay. So it's like the New Republic Bounty Hunters Guild all over again. As you have Bota and Zuda flying the ship. So cool. Starship shields at 40 +1. And here, let me pull up the D6 stats. Okay. So first, let's just see how Rocky is going to be out. Somebody roll a D6. The lower, the worse it is.
You're supposed to tell us that.
Well,
No!
Jumping space. Hold on, have you ever flown one of these things before?
Well, I thought I had.
it's not Bota's fault. Okay, so the shuttle. So, Rob, you have 2D worth of shields. So what that means is you have 4 arcs, and you can, you know, front, back, left, right. You can put any number of D into each of those arcs to protect the ship itself.
So only 2 arcs at most.
At most, yeah. I guess technically, I was reading the rules, you can split it into pips, but that it seems needlessly Byzantine.
Yeah, that's like
I'll put 1+1 in one, and then 2 in the other, and I'm like, what? That doesn't even make sense.
it only makes sense if you have a lot more shields.
Yeah. Yeah. And Bota, you have a maneuverability of 1D. So,
Oh boy.
well, no, your space transport's at 7D, so you get to roll 8D. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so as soon as you guys take off in the shuttle, some of the Star Vipers have somehow snuck behind the picket line, and you immediately somehow get in between the crossfire of one of Grant's TIE fighters fleeing from a Star Viper, and I guess the Star Viper shooting at the TIE fighter, and the shuttle just kind of comes right in the middle of that. Rob, go ahead. I mean, I assume you'd probably want to put Bolt D in the direction of.
Yeah,
of
double
it.
front.
Okay, so roll your Starship Shields. It's harder because you're doing it as a react. Cool. And Bota, go ahead and roll your 8D for space transports.
All right. Let's see here. Oh, they changed the dice roller.
Okay, well that is pretty great. 25
35.
misses. 30. So 25 to 35 misses. Let's see.
Almost good enough for a
Ooh.
loop at the end.
Okay, so as you get in between this blaster fire, Bota, you twirl it away, and you look as everyone else sort of looks out the viewport. You see that the TIE fighter still manages to get hit a little bit, not badly, but a little bit as the Star Vapor pursues it. Go ahead and roll 1d6 one more time.
And Tigers should be more maneuverable than me.
So in front of you, you don't. You see like let's just say Grant provided you with coordinates to the closest docking bay, to where the boarding ship attached to the Eclipse. So actually, yeah. So Rob, you rolled the 1d1 last time. Bota, roll 1d6.
Are we on this map?
No, not really.
Are we on this map?
No, I haven't put you down on the map. Let's see.
Okay.
But I'll do it. I'm not updating it for like what continues to happen as you move. But here you go.
That's fine. I just did listen for a look.
There you go. be like this. You're on the map, but you're tiny.
Itty bitty living space.
Okay. The next round, a whole bunch of these Massetti class ships sort of veer past you and start attacking a couple more of the Star Vipers. Very fortunately, though, in that first round, almost all the Skik squadrons got destroyed, so you don't have a lot of other Star fighters headed your way. Rob, roll 1d6.
Ah! All right, I'm not rolling for that anymore. You can't make me.
All right. So that Star Viper blows up the TIE fighter, swoops around, and is now firing on the back of the ship. So, Rob, you should roll shields if you want to angle to the back, and Luke, go ahead and roll your 8D.
This is how we die.
Oh, well, this person rolled terribly. Okay, so a proton torpedo misses you and sort of veers off to the left. Luke, go ahead and roll one more 1d6.
Always worried about those single d6s.
Well, it's amazing that Rob has rolled 2 1s and you've rolled 2 3s.
Makes it feel like it's not random.
All right, so let's say you guys land at the docking bay. Okay, so here is the last random roll. I need someone to roll 1d6.
I'm not doing it. You can't make me.
Uh-oh.
Rim. All right.
Oh,
All right. So, okay, as you land, alarms blare. Whomever and whatever boarded is already at the main control room.
That's not good.
That's the one. Okay, you can take a turbo lift immediately there, but you're in sort of like this main like computer terminal room, and go ahead and everyone place their characters over here.
Rem, I don't quite know why, but I feel like I blame you for this bad situation we're in.
Well, you know, bad things happen to everyone.
Because of your role?
Wait, how do I drag my character over there?
It's the little notebook tab.
Yeah, I'm on that, and I see characters, but when I click myself, I just get my character sheet.
Oh, you click and hold the name and drag it onto the map.
Oh. That did the trick.
All right, so in this corner there's a turbo lift. In this corner there's a turbo lift. So all 4 corners there's a turbo lift. In front of you is the main computer terminal. Over here is a fusion generator power core. If you shot this, it would blow up a good chunk parts of the ship. If you blew this up, this computer terminal would blow up the like droid controls of the ship's computer controls. These other 3, these are just terminals. And you hear clanking as you enter the room. You hear a and opening the door, it's just one droid. It looks like an IG-series droid in very shiny red metal as its body. So not just a silver, like a deep red that's super shiny. It looks like the only real difference between this and like any other IG-series droid, it looks like it kind of has things sort of clipped around it. Maybe it's a little bit more like armor. You can't really tell at first glance. It also has a bunch of weapons on it. So this looks like the border who sort of breached this area. So this is it. So everyone roll their perception.
Perception. Bota, you got a wild. Katira, Bota, Rem, Zuda, Jimmy.
Jim.
All right, I'm gonna pause real quick. I gotta take a quick bio break. I'll be right back.
Look, I'm saying the droid might be on our team.
How do you figure that?
You know, just hoping.
I like that. Well, let's just hope he doesn't try to annihilate us.
So you're
Right, I think
saying there's a chance?
if we go in, you know, kind of like, oh, thank goodness you're here. We've been trying to make sure that the main power frame is locked down so that Cyberzone can take the ship. Maybe he'll, you know, let his guard down.
Where's Sparky when you need him?
That's what I'm saying.
Sparky, go talk dirty droid to him.
More meat.
Just gonna dress you up like an R2 unit, Jawa Jimmy. That's your armor. It's just an R2 casing.
It's just a casing. Doesn't have wheels. It just uses his little feet. It's like a child's costume for Halloween.
we just push you along in front of us. This is definitely not the droid you're looking for.
So alarms are going off. There's an IG something series plot over here. Where do you see them? Sorry, I missed the part where Jordan was pointing out where the main computer systems are here. Are they all around us, or there's a particular location where?
Up top.
Up top. Okay. I think Jawa should maybe try to head up there to see if he can see what the heck's going on here. Detect where the intruders are. Oh, so there's one over here. Or it could be a friend. Who knows?
Right, the droid could be our friend. We could be its friend. We could defect Tiber's on right now. I mean, Rem didn't seem like you liked the guy that much. So, you know, just easier to be friends with whoever shows up next.
Wait, what's going? I heard defect divers on.
No, we're just gonna make friends with whoever we see next at all opportunities. So right now we see the droid, later we see Tiber's on, then we see Grant again, you know, just hey,
you
have
know-
you met my friend?
Aren't you in a dress? Like a full dress?
Yep.
Is this the Bard playthrough?
I
Come
would
here,
like
quick!
to seduce the droid.
I do, yeah. Oh, I don't know. I also feel like this is how I play Blaine, where it's like, no, we're all friends, and I'm gonna try to recruit you to my side.
So you saying there's a chance?
All right. All right. So let's do this. $17.
Right after Bota,
Yep.
we'll get it.
Okay. Bota, you see this? You see the blast door open. You see a heavily armed IG-series droid with crimson red metal covering its body. It also looks like some of it doesn't seem to sort of have that same spindly arms and spindly legs. It looks like there is additional armor padded onto it. It opens the door and you react. Oh, sorry, not Bota. Sorry, it's Katira. Katira, you act first. Bota, you look over and you see Katira acting before you.
Dang, you always getting in front of me.
Where's the droid at?
All the way.
The
Can
bottom
you? Yeah, bottom left.
Bottom left.
And this should be to scale. Let me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is.
Does it look like the droid's seen us?
I mean, it will absolutely as soon as it's its turn. You've just reacted quicker.
Yeah. And this is the power core. Should I use the power core for cover, guys?
So this
I presume not.
this is like the main computer brain. Like I don't know how to quite describe it, but it's like, you know, the Millennium Falcon has like a droid brain, which Solo talked about a little bit. But like most ships have some sort of like computer core that functions as like a droid brain that controls the ship. It doesn't have the personality or anything like that, but it does have like this computer core that controls ship functions. This is this right here. This over here is the power core. So destroying this or this will severely cripple the ship, or may do other things. But then again, you don't know how. I mean, you do know a lot of resources have been spent on this ship, but you don't really quite know the condition.
Yeah.
Although it does seem like IG-99 walked in, you know, facing this way.
Facing center or facing top?
Facing
Because
center.
top's the computer, right? Okay.
No, facing the center,
That's what
which is
call 'em.
computer.
They call them IG-99.
IG-99.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm calling. Unless someone has
You're no
a more better pun. That's not.
You're no IG-88.
IG-911.
That might be good.
Can we kind of see through this area at all? Like, could we shoot through it, or is it like that's kind of in the way of everything in the middle there?
This in the middle goes all the way up to the ceiling. This kind of
Okay.
is in the way. You'd have to kind of. I mean, actually no, because you're up here. So if you're up here on this platform, you could shoot
Yeah.
through over here, or if you're over here, you could shoot here.
But if I run down to kind of where Katira's at right now, would she be able to? Would she have line of sight to take a shot?
Absolutely.
Okay, so she'll come to here, and I'll take 2 shots at the droid.
Perfect.
We're not making friends. Blaster rifle. That was a 21 and a 18.
All right. Let's see here. All right, so it's going to try to dodge the shots. And it
Well,
dodges. That is a lot of 4s. Actually, that is
a lot of force.
It's a pretty good roll. Let's take
Yep.
all those 4s.
Yep, that's great. Yeah, no, yeah, be proud of that.
All right. It swivels on its axis and dodges out of the way. Bota, it is your turn. Unless, no, you moved shot twice. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Bota, you see Katira
All right, so
crawl around the computer core and take 2 shots.
kind of. Okay, so let's see. And where's the main term? I think you were. Is the actual term the core, or is it like in one of these like little levels to the right of us?
I'm sorry, that was kind of choppy on my end. Did anyone else hear that?
Sorry, what I was asking is, I wanted to all the droids' attention from the computer areas, so that if Jawa Jimmy wants to tap into it, I can have him have more.
It sounds like you're tapping into the computer core right now. Sorry, you're just pixelated. Can you do that reset thing that you do sometimes?
Yeah, hold on.
Great.
So the computer core's the middle, and the reactor core's the top.
Yeah, and there's many reactor cores, but destroying one, they're all connected.
All right, came back to the steam room.
Perfect.
There we go.
Hey, sounds great.
Yay.
Getting steamy.
Oh my.
Okay, so my question was, try to get computer terminal. So I want to move to where the would be like knocking at him. It's no.
So the computer terminal is the center.
Okay. All right. In that case, I'll move here.
Okay.
I think from that position, I should still have a shot.
Yeah. I mean, if you this seems to be slightly elevated over here. So if you run down there and sort of jump on this, yeah, that's fine.
All right, I'll take 2 shots.
Okay.
Does this blaster have a stun setting?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna set it to stun.
We'll do. Okay, wait. So let's talk stun damage. Stun damage to a droid. Does that work? Because it's not ion, right? Is stun just for
Right.
humans?
I feel like stun's more organics. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess I would be thinking more of like what the Jawa was carried like an ion, but okay,
Yeah,
so that
that's
would
an
work.
ion cannon.
All right. So then I'll just take 2 shots.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to take a harder shot because I'm gonna hit any weapons that he's carrying in his hand or a leg to try to like keep him from moving.
Okay, so you're gonna try to shoot the weapons out of his hands?
Yeah, 1 shot like at his hand and 1 shot at his leg.
Okay, so he's got guns in 2 hands, or he's got two. He's got
Right,
blasters in
well-
both hands. So.
Both blasters then.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so you hit with both. That's a lot of 6s on the second one. But you got a 1 on your special in the first one. And a so 47 on your second. So I'll say he drops one of his weapons, the other one he hangs on to. So go ahead and roll your damage twice.
Is this one in a 5D for heavy blaster?
Yep.
All right. $23 and 19.
Okay. So you're shooting at the hands. Okay. Okay, let's see here. So 23 versus 12.
I feel like the hand comes off, bud.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that, like, it's interesting because I'm like, wait a second. Should I roll strength for each of the hands to see? Because it's a droid, not a person, like, getting stunned or shot. Well, let's just see what happens. Well, okay, this is what I'll do.
Does he hit the hand or the blaster itself?
No. Well, with that 47, I'll say, Bota, you shoot off one of its hands, and the blaster kind of explodes, and it takes one of its arms off, and it now has a penalty to everything that comes after this.
All right, that's fair.
All right, nice. Okay, so still has a gun in one hand, and yeah, one of its hands is flied off to the side. So if Sparky were here, Sparky would be like, brother.
Way to lose a grip.
Let me take that from you.
Crack a window. Okay. let's see. So it's already taken one action of dodge. It only has one blaster or one. Or it already took one action. Okay, so it's gonna do a couple of things. Okay. So let me do this. All right, so I changed what's around it from red to green because instead of that eerie red glow, gas starts coming out of the droid itself. So it has like green gas that starts coming out of the droid. The droid. Let's see. So the droid sees, I think, Bota as its greatest threat. It's gonna do a quick move and take. It's gonna take a shot off at Bota.
Shout out.
Shout out. Let's see here. All right. So it shoots you with a. It's an energy weapon. So feel free to dodge. Roll your dodge energy weapons.
Wow, that's with his good hand still.
Well, it's with the one hand that's left.
He's a
That's
droid.
dang.
Wouldn't both of the hands be equally calibrated?
Yeah, it's ambidextrous.
So my -2.
This is your third action, right? Because you did 2 shots. So that you're at minus.
-2.
2, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. $33.
Okay.
Oh, he got me.
Roll your. Let's see where it hits you, because you have your armor on. 5. What is that? One of the legs? So that's not part of the blast vest. Okay, so go ahead and roll your strength.
You shooting at my legs behind the computer? Come on now.
Oh well, you tried to dive out of the way and your leg got caught.
Yeah, I kicked my leg or twirled.
Classic Bota, always twirling towards freedom.
I got a 10. Not very great.
All right, 7. So let's see here. Okay, so that means. I feel like this is the only part of the D6 rulebook I still look at. Okay, so you are wounded. You fall prone. You take no actions for the rest of the round. And you're -1d to attribute rules until until you heal. So you're at -1d.
So that droid heals me.
And you fall prone, and
I still got spirit.
well, but it's the rest of the round. So next round you can do things.
The droid won't break my spirit.
All right, so the droid kind of comes up, shoots Bota in the leg, and he goes, "Won't break my spirit," and then gets knocked out briefly. And then the droid hides in this corner, and smoke keeps coming out of it. Rem, it is now your turn.
Oh no, my clothes roll 20.
I thought you were gonna say, "I don't want my clothes to get dirty."
Wow. Rem also doesn't want his clothes to get dirty.
Rem saw what happened to
Man.
Bota. It's like, forget this. I'm done.
I honestly feel like these last 8 missions, Rem's like, I don't want to do any of this. I just wanted to go home and party at my ancestral.
Yeah, dude, you
beach hut.
you quit the partying way too early. Like I wanted the social stuff.
Hey, I rewatched
Alright.
that episode of Firefly to prep for that.
Oh,
But,
nice.
but well, I mean, I think everything could change depending on how this plays out.
From over where Katira's at, would I have a shot at this dude?
No. Now he is hiding behind this little area. It's gonna be
Well, that's
hard.
He's
to hit.
smoking.
troubling.
You just see this green noxious smoke, like like an '80s horror movie, sort of pooling out.
Does the smoke look flammable?
No, but it
Does
looks
it look flammable?
but it looks stinky. But if you could look at something and be like, does that smoke look flammable?
That definitely looks like it's flammable.
Can I move and then hold my action? Is that a thing I could do?
No.
Hold your actions.
Because really, you would
Sure.
just be saying Zuda or Jimmy go in front of me. I mean, I guess you could. Why not? Who cares? You could say,
Well, I want to shoot at it, but I can't get over there.
I mean, even if you hold your action, you couldn't. I mean, he's hiding in a corner. I mean, he got his arm blast off. He's a little scared. He's a little shy.
Okay, I'm gonna come. Okay, I'm gonna come out here and be like, give yourself up. You'll never make it past us.
Are you gonna try to intimidate or persuade, or just say that?
No, my social power. Be like, hey, this guy's in charge. Is
Do a
that a
droid.
thing? Against the droid?
I don't know if the droid would be tricked into that, but you could roll your command.
I love it.
Okay.
Your social influence. I would say you could roll command. Social. I just feel like the droid would have no concept of your presence, right? Your social influence is like you have an aura of nobility that people are like, yeah, I think I should believe that. I think the droid would just be like, no, like I don't get it. Unless you're trying to intimidate.
No, I mean, Rem's kind of like, come on, can we get back to the bar, guys? It's kind of his whole vibe right now.
All right. Are you gonna try
Like,
to roll?
Come on, droid.
Persuasion?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll command.
I'll buy you a drink, whatever you
Look
want.
up what it was. Oof. Not a good roll.
Well, let's see here. Oh man, this droid should just be intimidating you. This is a crazy high dice code.
Well, just roll poorly so I can beat it.
All right. Well, the droid doesn't. Droid doesn't say anything. Droid doesn't do anything.
All right. Well, I mean, I can't shoot at it, so I guess I just move as close as I can, like I did, and then stop.
Yell something. Take a swig from your flask. Shuffle your
that's a good
savvy
idea.
cards.
It's a good idea. Should I drink some whiskey right now? That might help.
You should.
All right. I'm gonna do it.
I do like you sidled right up next to Katira and just yell something and then take a big swig of whiskey.
The guy's like, I'm not gonna really listen to this drunk idiot. I'm not intimidated by the drunk idiot. He's not noble. Look at how drunk he is.
You never gotta get past me. I just kind of imagine Katira looking off to the side like,
Oh,
You might as
I'm
well
not
just
with,
come out and have a drink.
I'm not with him, and I'm really glad you weren't like this around and pretending that you knew me around Octavian.
You're embarrassing me in front of the bad guy. Okay, so it is now Zuda's turn.
Hooray.
Hey.
Alright, so extremely deadly droid.
Zuda throws everything he's got at it.
Well, normally,
Zuda
yes,
smiles.
but this is still the command center. If I blow it up, then they might be able to fly the ship. What's this thing in the middle, and how tall is it?
I mean, I would say it goes up like, I don't know, maybe 4, 5, maybe 4 feet. And then there's a column in the middle that goes up to the ceiling. But he's kind of in a corner right now, so he's got pretty good protection. Unless you can maneuver a certain way.
Well, I mean, you know what goes around corners? Explosions.
So I say boomerangs?
Yeah. In the computer room?
Sure, I'll just do one missile. That's not going to be a problem.
Are you kidding?
All right.
Bota mumbles to himself, unconscious on the ground. It's a bad dream.
I've been here before.
Passed out on the ground, grenades flying. Record
before-
scratch. I've been here
Before I do this, how far is 20 meters? That's
You should be able to measure it out.
like 4 squares.
So the droid is 17-ish meters away from you.
Oh.
Or maybe this is how RPG ends. Somebody blows up everyone, and then, we just kind of knew it was going to happen at some point.
Yeah,
Every time someone picks up a grenade.
This was exactly the wrong weapon to bring into ship combat.
I mean, this is why they don't let thermal detonators on. Because thermal detonators would blow up this entire room.
Yeah, well, the blast radius for one missile is 20 meters.
I mean, if everyone gets cover, it helps.
I feel like Joe and
It
Jimmy
helps.
has the sweatiest palms ever. He's like looking at Zuda. Zuda's looking at his rocket. Joe and Jimmy's like, not again.
Jawa Jimmy's like, I was safer with the droid.
Okay, I think we'll what's the blast? I picked up some grenades. Do we have a blast radius of the weakest field grenade that I have?
Oh, yeah, the noisy grasshopper. The noisy cricket.
The cricket, yeah, that's what it's called.
The Piccolo Pete.
3 to 4. And then here. Oh, wait, this is... Okay, here. Here's a grenade. So this is the most common grenade. I'm sending it to you right now.
Oh, and that's in meters. Okay, yeah, sure. 10 meters at the most.
I
They
mean,
should be safe.
yeah.
There's going to be a lot of smoke, but that'll be fine.
I mean, there's already smoke.
There's green smoke. It smells bad. I'm not sure if it's flammable or not, though.
I guess you'll find out.
So I'm
I
just
think
gonna
it'd be
do a
funny
little
if it was like some type of
curveball,
pheromone.
put a little backspin on it, so it lands and then sort of rolls back into the corner that he's in.
Okay. Okay. I feel like I'm hearing like Chariots of Fire or something, and you throwing it in slow motion.
Dun, 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 dun. Actually, I should probably just throw it to the far wall that he, not exactly on top of him, but maybe just to the farthest wall that he's at, so it's away from us.
Okay, so where are you aiming? Where are you saying this is where I want it to be?
Let's see, where's the ping? Wait, how do you ping again?
Just click when you're on the select button. So on the
Yeah, like right there.
okay. 20, yeah, you can totally do that. You're just aiming for the back wall, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. 20 will hit it. Go ahead, roll 5D for the close range. Which is, there we go. 0 to 2. Well, yeah, sure. I'll give that to you. No one's in the 4. 6. No one's in the 6. And then 10. No one's in the 10. All right.
You did it. You didn't
I
kill
did it.
anyone. Or destroy the main computer.
And although this is like, an enclosed room with only so much air pressure, so it's going to be like really loud.
Well,
Like if there's dust anywhere in here, it's being shaken off.
and the one thing I will say is that you've destroyed the door, so there is no escape, which I had planned as a tactic. So while it doesn't seem like you may have hurt the droid, you have now ruined its running away and trying to get to another computer core tactic, which I had planned out. So now, is it stuck in the room with you all, or are you all stuck with it? Okay. So with that 16, it shrugs off the grenade blast, but it cannot leave the room now. Well, through that door.
Shrugging off the grenade blast.
Well,
But grenades is all it does.
I mean, it has a whole 1d6 less for grenade damage, but it just rolled. I mean, it got a 6. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Just rolled better.
Oh, okay. All right.
So roll
just
it.
gotta keep shooting at it.
Or you can keep grenading. Jimmy, it's your turn.
All right. Jawa Jamie's gonna head to the computer core and see if he can find out what the heck is going on this ship. Because he doesn't know Their alarms are blasting. We know there is at least this one robot we just trapped in here, whether by accident or not. It's here. And yeah, he wants to know what the heck is going to slice in this computer to see what we can find out.
Okay.
Man, look at James looking at the big picture, man.
Oh, so before you joined, we started calling you Jawa James. That's how he got it. He said the what is it? The assassination of Jawa James by the coward droid Sparky. All right. I want you to roll your willpower, which is 5D.
You got it.
Credit card.
Oh,
Those ones.
and tool. That was what am I my will. The one thing I actually purposely trained for was improving my willpower, and I still rolled a 10 on a 5d6. Oh,
All right. So
that is
you plug
Muscle
into
routine.
the central core, and it is like the Matrix scene where everything is white all around you, and then all of a sudden everything explodes. There is like 1,000 questions being asked of you. This ship is like it's brand new, and so it's like it hasn't quite been, nothing's quite finished on it, and so plugging into it, there's like so many half answered like lines of code and things that aren't quite finished with it that it kind of overwhelms you.
That's not how code works.
Well, well, when you GM, you could accurately represent code.
It's a computer. It's a
But I gotta
AI
tell you,
computer
it's gonna
brain
be a
that's
real
just been
boring
born.
mission.
ChatGPT is only a ChatGPT 2.0. It hasn't reached 3.0 yet.
It's more like think of it like it's
More like a 3-year-old
yeah, no, it's like all the kids that we met on that one planet that were so
learning
annoying, asking
the
questions.
question why.
Basically, instead of having a like you reformat a hard drive and you're like, clean, and I can put whatever I want on it. This is like it's like it hasn't quite figured out how to. Well, I guess it'd be more like Poor Things, if anyone's seen that movie.
Poor thing?
Poor Things.
Oh, I've seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more like that, where it's like isn't quite done.
Oh, okay.
and
I see what you mean. It's
and
like a young AI.
Yes. It has a lot of questions because they didn't quite finish answering like protocol that needs to do things. And as soon as you plug in, it assumes you're going to give the like answers. Or you just see all these open questions and it like assails you. But the overwhelming thing is that there's so much of it that the other side of it is you can kind of shape certain things. Which for you, like, I mean, I think it might explain why there's this droid here.
Can so I'm being overwhelmed by all these questions. Can Jawa Jimmy still infer why the droid is here? As far as like, is it protecting against intruders? Are we the intruders, or is it actually trying to defend against intruders elsewhere? Can I?
Or does it want to reprogram the AI to suit its needs?
Yeah, you see this ship as like a baby. This ship's brain is like a baby's brain. And it has all these questions that it wants answers to. And you plugged into it first. So so you would assume that this assassin droid coming in is and was heading towards this core was probably trying to get at this baby brain before you.
Yikes.
Baby brain.
Baby brain.
Where am I?
We got a great new
Who
name
took
for
off-
this ship. It's called the Baby Brain.
Who took
I'm
off the
not sure I
giant
like
metal
that.
bed sheet?
I don't like
Where's
what
the
it
nearest
implies.
hyperspace lane? What do hyperspace lanes do? Could we travel somewhere without hyperspace lane? What if we got lost and we didn't know
What if we
how to
turned
get
off
to
our
those hyperspace
airlocks?
lane and get home?
Would it be
What is
really
love?
funny if Joe and Jimmy just hears all the kids' voices that he's been hearing that that Rusty's been bringing along the entire time, and just
I
like
mean, but
somehow
that
get
could happen
reprogrammed and
because, like, it doesn't. None of this makes sense. Like, it doesn't. Like, you're interpreting these things that are very abstract into things you can understand. So either it sounds like Rusty's kids, or it sounds like a bunch of Jawas from your
The first
homestead.
thing you said, it sounds like Rusty's kids. I was like,
yes,
okay.
sounds like Rusty's kid. That's what we're gonna go with. We're gonna stick with that one.
Rusty's kids.
That's how Jimmy interprets it. It's like, oh, god damn it, we just got through with those kids.
What's the maximum acceleration rate to get to hyperspace? Well, not killing all the organics on board.
It just keeps going off. All right, Jawa Jimmy's gonna hot unplug that way when he just realized,
All right,
and be like, oh, time to go.
hang on one second. I'll be right back.
I'm not ready to be a dad.
That's the takeaway he gets from plugging into a baby computer.
Pull out, pull out.
Like, just starts asking all these questions, and then Jawa Jimmy's like, I need to go out to get some cigarettes.
Dad's got the grocery store. He'll be back.
Never. Okay, I'll wait right here for you.
Just waiting and waiting.
All right, so we're gonna stop that droid, obviously.
I actually
my
have to
God.
probably call it a night pretty soon.
Oh yeah, it's getting late, especially for Jordan. Jeez, it's 1 a.m. At 1 a.m.
Oh.
No, it's 2 a.m. Right?
He's 3 hours ahead.
Yeah, it's 3 hours. That's yeah, it's 2 hours. Oof.
That tea he's drinking is not serving him well.
Oh, it is making him pee. He's gotta stay awake. He has to pee.
It's 2 o'clock over there.
Yeah, that
We
is.
should probably wrap it.
That's what Jimmy just said about this computer.
This droid power in the corner while Jimmy talks to babies.
I mean, you could make that computer loyal to you, Jimmy. Just like that droid wants to do.
I just like the idea that now it's been infected by Jimmy's thoughts of the kids, of Rusty's kids. And that's all the computer thinks about now is Rusty's kids and the voices they make.
How it's fun.
It just made it even more confused.
Did you all ever see Bebe's Kids?
I did not.
It is a cartoon about a man who is dating or wants to date a woman who has a bunch of annoying kids, and he takes them to a theme park. I gotta say, I've never seen this movie.
I do vaguely remember this.
Because it was like before, like The Land Before Time, or like a very common kids movie. It was like a preview, and I was like, "What?" But anyways, all I can imagine is like Rusty taking these kids to a theme park, and the kids just sort of like beating him up, like putting him through the ringer.
I thought you were gonna say Rusty
like
brings the kids into parks and then ditches the kids.
I mean, that may very well happen.
It's Eddie daycare.
Well, I will never forget Jay being like, "I'm done with this. I have to deal with this in real life, and I can't deal with these kids in RPG."
That was the last mission he played with us.
It was until they brought the kids into it.
It got too real, guys. Too real.
All right, so that was Jimmy's. So now it goes back to the top of the round, and it is Katira's turn.
We were just discussing. Is it a bit late for you? It's almost 2 a.m. for you.
Well, I've
Should
had.
we call it?
I started with coffee. I had some tea, and now I'm having a beer at 2 in the morning on a Thursday. Well, I think
Or Friday.
2 a.m. on a Friday.
oh. Well, that's fine. I think we
We
could
can't
do.
stop and just crack open a beer.
What's that? Yeah, let's. I think we can finish maybe one more round, and then call it regardless, unless other people have to go. It's just hard pausing in the middle of
Absolutely.
combat.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's finish this, but after that, I would say I probably have to go.
Okay, you want to try to do one more round?
One more.
Yeah,
round.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
one more round. Come on, guys.
So one question, can you see from one platform to the other? Like from here to there?
You could throw something, but I think you would have to get up to the top of the platform, like right here, to see that. Because you have to go up these steps and these. Like you'd have to go up here and then up here. I don't know if there's enough movement to do that.
Three,
Nine.
I wouldn't say
Is that
4.
9, 11? Is that 12?
Well, say that's 4 to get to the bottom of the steps, 3 to get to the top, and then 3-ish to get there.
Yeah, it's like 12.
Okay, no, 4 plus 3 plus 3 is 10.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah, you could do that.
Can you walk across that top area there?
Yep, you could.
I'll do that then. I'm gonna be wide open. Could I get to like here and then be able to take movement to take cover?
I don't know if no, because you're like rolling over,
Yeah, I gotcha.
jumping
No,
over.
you're fine. Just worry about this gas, guys. All right. Screw it. I'll shoot the droid. And I guess that with that explosion, it seems like that gas probably is not flammable. So I'll take 2 shots at him.
It would be pretty bad form, right, to have flammable gas, because he would blow up himself, right?
Yeah.
Kamikaze droid, though.
You know,
20.
I guess so.
Well,
25
oxygen is
and
also
25.
flammable.
I mean, yeah, oxygen is flammable. 25 and 25. Oh, there we go.
Excellent.
Okay. Roll. Roll
So,
to see where you're hitting.
I- all right.
It's got armor on it.
1 and 5.
And the inner thigh.
And most blast rifles I saw were 5d6 plus 2, so
Yeah,
I was gonna
roll
go with that.
5d6 twice.
Straight
The
5d6
old rusty on.
Yep.
or okay, because I gotcha. Hey, you're the boss. 23. 23 to the face and
Oh,
9 or 17 rather to the leg.
oh, look at all those ones.
He's weaker on the legs, guys.
Well, you shot him right in the face, and you hit him for 4. And then you hit him again in the leg for 7. Hold up.
Wounded and incapacitated. 7.
Okay, all right. So, you hit him right in the head, and then you hit him in the leg, and I'm gonna do the droid things a little bit differently. You shoot off one of its legs, and it falls down on like a stump of like where its knee would be.
Excellent. It's all going to plan. We can enjoy that whiskey later, Rem.
He's enjoying it right now.
Rim's gonna be like this empty bottle. All right, but it's your turn.
Am I still laid out?
No, it's the next round. You're awake.
All right. I'm gonna look at Jawa Jimmy and see the shock on his face as he's trying to talk to a bunch of babies.
Wait, you can
And
see his
then
face?
I'm going. Well, I mean, not. I guess his face. His eye must be getting wider.
His red eye turns orange. But you know, Bota also has a red eye, so they're simpatico.
There you go. I'm gonna position myself to get a little bit more cover, and I'm gonna come over here. Let's see. I think I can make that distance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I should be able to get to there, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, you can get there.
I don't think I can see him though still from that position.
No.
All right, I'm gonna move. Can I get to here?
I think so.
I was back there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
7, 8. I count that as 8. 1,
Yeah, I
2,
should
3,
be able
4,
to get there.
5, 6,
Okay.
7, 8 or 9, depending on.
I can move 10, right?
7, 8. I count 9 as the quickest, but yeah, you can get there. You could, and then you can move one
right.
more after this.
All right. So I'm gonna go basically right there, and I'm gonna turn on my shield this time.
Oh yeah, yep. If you'd had that on, yeah.
And I think I still don't really have a clear shot. But is there anything else I can see? You said there's an egg behind this droid that we jammed.
Well, there's a destroyed door that Zuda destroyed. So
It's right
retreat.
here. This.
Yeah, it can't retreat.
Okay. Is there anything along this wall over here that I can see?
Let's see.
Or is like the gas just like making it cloudy where I can't see anything?
Yeah, I have a random thing generator. So what would be along that wall?
I wasn't sure if there's any like life support systems in here so that we can like clear the room of the gas or anything like that.
Let's see. Nope, it is a med kit and emergency first aid station.
Oh, all right.
Just an eye wash.
I would, I would imagine since it is like a mainframe computer, there's got to be some kind of safety, like life support systems in here that would like clear the air or like turn on some type of fire retardant or something.
Oh, sure. Yeah, and I mean, I'm sure.
And obviously, the explosion didn't anything to. I would think, like in a ship, you would like do like you would evacuate all the air out of the room to like ensure that a fire wouldn't start. This is your mainframe.
Or are you making a strong case to open up an airlock to space?
I'm just saying, like, generally ships would be built to protect the core. If it's going to be in flames, it's going to suck all the air out of the room, but it would also then kill us. So I'm trying to think, like, if an explosion just went off, like, is it going to trigger that we get stuck in here with no oxygen? Since we just blew up the door to get out. So is Katira near an extra exit over here on this side on the bottom
so I just
right?
rolled 1d6. There's fans on the ceiling that just suck it all out.
All right. All right. Well, I'm just gonna hold my shield here, and I'm gonna press in further once I have another round. If we get him out of that corner.
Okay, so it is now IG-99's turn, and IG-99 is hurting. Let's see here.
He's also speaking in the third person now.
He just says IG-99 is hurting. IG-99 is hurting.
Well, I like
Ow.
IG-99.
You almost hear the
IG-99 frowns.
JFK accent. It's like IG-99 is hurting. IG-99 he's got a bread bowl for a head because he's got chowder in his brains.
Damn it, I was gonna say chowder.
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 Say it right. Chowder.
Chowder. Chowder. It's chowder. Say it right.
In ein droid.
All right. Well, this is what the droid's gonna do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Does he have? Can he move full on a busted leg?
You're right. You ruined my strategy here. No.
Bust a leg.
Busted leg. You want it?
Nope, it's at
You
half
got
movement. So I guess he's stuck with Luke. He's literally a pirate with can't get through. All right. Let's see here. Can't shoot anybody.
Will Jimmy protect the baby?
All right. Bota, you're going to need to roll a. Let me pull it up.
Oh, he's gonna like run past me and push me over.
Well, he's running past you, so you're starting to. You have the toxic gas. Go ahead and roll your stamina. He's crop.
Oh man.
He's crop dusted.
He's crops on the.
Wow, that's horrible.
Crop references tonight. Oh.
No, I'm beginning to think that all I need to do to beat you, Bota, is get you out of that armor.
Yeah, give me some stinky gas.
He farts in your
Those
general
fans were in
direction.
help.
Uh,
I specifically asked the GM, is there some way to get the gas out of here? Oh yeah, those fans will take care of it.
well, you're right next to it. It's spewing noxious gas in your face. All right, I had to make a
Or
roll.
that fart fan.
Little fart face. Okay, so you'll have to make a moderate roll next turn because right now you pass out. Oh boy.
Oh, not again.
All right, so
I
let's
fought
see.
in your general direction. Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelled of elderberries.
All right, so I okay. So with Bota passed out, IG-99 is going to grab Bota and try to use Bota as a human shield, and that's IG-99's turn.
Oh no.
All right, so now it is Rim's turn. It'll
I was
go
just saying you
Rim,
were
He's gonna
woman
grab
Zuda.
my
on your
shield and
sacrifice
me.
earlier, Zuda.
Yep, it's gonna go Rim, Zuda, Jimmy, and then we'll call it. But IG-99 picks up Bota and is trying to use Bota as a human shield.
My shield or me?
What are the chances of me being able to hit it without hitting Bota?
Look into that whiskey flask again. see what kind of courage you get.
I told you to surrender.
Could I move
my
this
God.
way?
You believe you could do it.
I do believe I'm gonna shoot. Like it's gonna happen. Could I move this way to make the angle a little bit better?
Yeah.
Would that give me a better?
Yeah, it does. You can sort of move, shoot, and keep crawling. I imagine you're crawling on the ground, but you can do whatever you
No,
want.
I'm rolling, bro. I'm running and rolling.
Oh yeah, rolling like Limp Bizkit.
Tuck and roll.
I feel like
Yeah, man, I'm rolling.
I feel like we're gonna be like, yeah, I like new metal. What of it? It's very popular in
do
the
this.
Tapani sector.
I can make this shot. Feeling good.
All right.
Yeah, you can shoot.
Now, question.
Bota.
So, how is whether I hit Bota gonna be decided? Is it gonna be decided after I shoot, or can I like shoot for a specific place and then?
Yes. So it's both of that. It's either you shoot at a specific place, or you shoot and then I just add the difficulty. But you should tell me where you want to shoot, and then I'll add the difficulty beforehand. Like what are you? So the droid kind of picked up Bota and is using him as a shield. I mean, you can tell me what you want to hit on the droid, and I'll just.
So I want to hit like the area that is least likely to hit Bota. So I'm assuming that's like shoulder-ish area.
The other arm.
Or the other leg.
Yeah. Oh, the leg could be good. Yeah.
Sure.
Because the one arm is he has one arm holding up Bota.
Taller than
Yeah.
You could shoot the
Yeah.
other
So let me
leg.
shoot the leg that is on the opposite side.
Are the arms and legs missing on the same side?
No. That would be ironic. Or would it be?
Like rain on your wedding day. Like a free ride when Bota already paid.
Oh gosh.
He's coming to San Francisco. No, never mind. It was SoCal that I was looking at. I'd be down, man. Let's do it.
10,000 thermal detonators.
Let's bros rock Alanis Morissette.
It was the very first cassette I ever bought. Was
Nice.
Jagged Little Pill.
Dude, that is a dope first album for sure.
It was pretty great. Like I think it. Well, we could talk about this later. I've got a lot
All right,
of
let me
opinions on
shoot
this album.
this droid.
Right now,
and
you find out
knock
if you're gonna
roll.
kill Bota. Come on, Rem. The longer you spend around Zuda, the more of your longtime friends and yourself are put in major amounts of danger.
That's a pretty dude. I think I hit the leg, dude.
Nice.
I probably should have aimed for 10.
Woo-hoo, baby. Yeah, I mean, the droid is now suffering from numerous problems, so you absolutely hit. So you shot the leg. Go ahead and roll your damage.
I don't know what the blaster is.
5d6.
And the other gas can will blow open. I'll really be knocked.
I think you'll be fine.
Yeah, okay. Okay, you shoot the droid in the other leg. It falls over, drops Bota. Bota sort of rolls down these steps. It's going to take another...
Like unconscious or like strategically rolls down the steps to get away?
Unconscious, but... You know... Lane's in like a cool position.
Nice, because he's rolling.
Yeah, he's
Rolling?
He
Rolling?
subscribes to the Fred Durst.
Gotta keep rolling.
What?
Get your hands up. Put your hands down.
Sorry, continue.
Did I ever tell you about the time I did karaoke to Limp Bizkit's cover of Faith just so I could yell, "Get the fuck up"?
Yeah.
It's pretty great. My favorite is when people thought I was doing the George Michael, and then they got disappointed as soon as it became clear that it was the Limp Bizkit version. People sat down and was like, "No, I don't like this." Okay, it is now Zuda's turn.
All right, so he's drops Bota. He still have his and he doesn't have any legs anymore.
Well, he is missing one arm, one leg, and the whole leg he had just got shot and is it's still there, but who knows how well it's working.
All right, so I'm gonna run up and 2 blaster shots to the other arm to try to destroy that one.
Perfect. Is it in the right in the hand where the blaster is? Or the
Yes.
forearm? Okay. Cool. Roll those. Are you rolling? Oh, there it is. 12. Really? 3, 1, 1, 1. Rob, I don't know how you do this. This is the craziest juxtaposition. All right, so the first one shrugs it off. But the second one, whoa, Wow. All right. So wait. That was to hit, not damage, right?
Yeah, that was the hit. I was
Okay.
like, what? Wait a minute, what?
Yeah. I was like,
It was
holy shit.
heavy blaster.
Okay.
So
Okay. Sorry. For some reason, I thought that was damage. So go ahead and roll your 5d6 damage, because yeah, you let's see. Well, you took it down another 1d. So this thing is really rough right now.
wasn't able to get the gun off of him.
Let's see. Yeah, knocked the gun out of his hand.
Nice.
It is now Jimmy's turn. So IG-99 has no guns in either hand. Well, actually, the other hand on the ground might have a blaster in it. But IG-99 has one leg, one arm, no guns, and is on the steps. And Jawa Jimmy, is your turn.
It would help to unmute.
It's like, okay.
Only some.
It's like, oh, I did this, and no one can hear me. I guess Joe and Jimmy will try to finish him off in the corner over here. Get a pop off his shot. Because, yeah, that should be doable, right? That's not that far at all for a heavy blaster.
Oh yeah, you can do it. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, let's put it out of its misery. Let's go shoot this thing so it dies.
So it becomes jump.
It's my favorite. Also, I want to know, now that I know what it's here for, I want to know what it's programmed with. To take it over, the CPU mainframe.
Good. You can take its head and understand. What
Yeah,
all those
that's
droid heads you're carrying around? We'll figure that out later.
What are you making, a necklace?
The droid heads are bigger than your body.
He just drags them.
All right, go ahead. And, how many shots you taking? Just.
Oh my
Jeez.
gosh. I was just gonna do a single shot, but maybe I should have done 2 shots.
No, I think now with all the actions and all the shots, this is going to be a very easy one for you.
Yeah.
I mean, 6 and a 5 is not bad. Okay, so roll your damage, which is 5d6.
Big money. 17.
Wait, where were you shooting the droid? Or I guess we can roll for it. Let's see.
Yeah, let's roll for it. It's more fun that way.
Right in the head. Okay, so it doesn't. Seven. Can you roll 1d6 for me?
You got it.
All right, you want evens here.
Odds.
Well, it's not as climatic, but you shoot it in the head, and the head doesn't explode, but the whole droid slumps. Let's see where it slumps.
I guess Joe Jimmy's happy the head didn't explode. He actually wants to know what's going on. He wants to salvage the parts.
Slides down near Bota, where Bota is just about to wake up and smells more noxious poison. The only problem is now the droid is still spraying the noxious gas.
So, poor Bota.
That is the end of IG-99.
Well, it's a good thing someone brought a rope. We can almost, move. We can lasso Bota's here on the robot away.
That's not what it's intended for.
Rope-a-dope.
All right, so I think think that's about it. You guys have defeated IG-99. Let's see. So the only thing is that in 2 weeks my mom will be visiting, and I'll be leaving. I'll be going to New York City like super early in the morning. So I can either do this next week or in 3 weeks. I just couldn't do it because I'm waking up like at like 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
In 2 weeks. So I can do it on the 2nd or I can do it on the 16th. Up to you all. I think what's happening next mission is probably going to be a conclusion here, and then I think the next mission will probably actually be kind of short. But again, up to everyone else's availability, because I can do the 2nd or I can do the 16th.
I can do either.
I can do either. I can do next week. That works.
Yeah, I think I'm available both weeks too.
Okay. Yeah, I should be available on those days. So if we want to do it sooner, the 2nd is open.
Cool. I think we do this the 2nd, and then we'll probably keep it like maybe half as long as we normally do. Sound good?
Yeah.
Good to me.
Cool.
As Tony the Tiger says, it sounds great. Trying to get as many references in as we can.
The Limp Biscuit thing had me going. I'm like, did you just burp Limp Biscuit?
Oh man. All right. Well, I'll stop recording, and